Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third part of the Bloodborne playthrough. This episode is actually going to be decent. Well, and I hope that at least. During the section we'll be doing 2 boss fights as well as leveling up. So, all of that last episode we were just gathering items, trying to get ourselves more powerful, get more blood echoes. Said it right that time. And yeah, so here we go. We have 5,000 blood echoes. Because we have insight, now the doll is alive and you can talk to her. So now you can finally level your character. It's pretty mean that you can't level your character straight away. And the game's not going to tell you you need insight to actually level up. That old hunter's belt is awesome. That item actually lets you summon NPCs to fight with you. They're rare, but they're very handy. I mean, why not? An extra person. So, the only problem with summoning the NPCs is the boss fights, the boss has more health. So, if that NPC isn't helping at all, then the boss fight is just harder because there's more health to get through. So, you know, double-edged sword again. Here we're going to use our cold blood. So there are 3 ways to do them. So you could click them all onto your hotbar and then click them one at a time, or you could do them in groups. So that's how you click them to your hotbar, or this is the other way, you click them for multiple uses like that. So of course if there's more than one, you do it that way. And now the others are in my hotbar, so I'm just click them one at a time using my square key. So we've gone from 5,000 souls up another 5,000 to 10,000. So we're definitely going to be able to level a little bit. So I'm gonna get more health because I get hit a lot and I'm crap at the game. Even if I can complete it. Though I find most times when I'm playing this game it's like hammering my head against a brick wall until eventually I break through. Some bosses it took me like 70 attempts to get through it. But of course, that feeling of exhilaration when you finally win, that's what it's all worth. That's what it's all for. So these are the merchants. So in the last episode I got that Saw Hunter's badge. So off these guys I could buy the starting weapons because I have that badge. There's also a second store up here just to the right. This is the insight bath. So in this one you can spend insight to get items. The best items you'll get from here is that when you kill a hunter in the world, you can then buy what gear they were wearing from those insight messages. So, Fighter Gascoigne, who we're going to defeat today, he has awesome armor because it's got really good poison resistance. And then the next section after this is in Old Yarnum, and that you will need poison resistance, so very handy. Okay, yes, I did level up, and I've got 20 blood vials, 20 quicksilver bullets, so I'm ready for boss fights. So, we're going to head off to the Cleric Beast first of all. The Cleric Beast, in the first episode, you would have heard him as you were climbing up that really, really long ladder, the little screeching. That was the Cleric Beast. So in this game you can get the boss fights are giant monsters, or they are scripted like sort of humanoid sort of battles. I'm doing a lot better with this Soul Spear. Just the faster attacks means that I can get in the first attack before someone else, even when they raise their weapon. Look at that, full health for a change, instead of getting hit around all the time. Molotov cocktails are really good against the Cleric Beast because, as I said, it's a beast. So my serrated weapon is going to be doing 20% more damage than fire, which is great against beasts. So multiple strategies for this fight. If you manage to luckily hit the boss in the head, they'll stumble forward like that, and if you time it well, you can get a visceral attack, which will take away a good 10% of its health. Another way, of course, is lots of Molotovs. If you run around enough in the beginning area, you should have at least 10 Molotov cocktails. Quite easy to find. another way to get that visceral attack is you use your gun and you fire into its head, and then eventually it'll fall forward like this, and you get your visceral attack. There we go. So it took like 10-15% health off. So you can get a few of those, pretty handy. So what the boss does every while is it does that action, and it's healing its body parts. It's not actually getting health back, but it's getting the strength back. In each of those limbs, the head. So you look at me wildly, try to shoot for its head, but it's already bloody. So what it needs to do is that action and heal the head before you do that. But of course I was in the panic of the mode. The boss is now at under 50% health, so it's going to be hitting a lot harder. It's going to have a few more actions. So what you want to do is try and break a limb, let it try and heal itself, and in that time have a few whacks. Sword Hunter's badge. This badge, like the other one, the Sword Hunter's badge, allows you to buy items from the messengers. So this one allows you to buy a massive two-handed hammer. There can also be a one-handed sword for quick attacks. It's a strength weapon. It's nice, but very slow. And in this game, being fast, quite helpful. I'm sorry, I forgot to cut out that one. Usually trying to cut out these loading times for you. I'll make sure I cut out the next one.
Welcome. Very well.
So always try and dump your blood echoes into levels, or after that, if you don't have enough for a level, try to buy some items. Buy some blood vials, just dump them, because you're better off spending them than losing them. So here I am upgrading my weapon. So as I was saying, the bloodstone shards, 3 shards for the first level, 5 for the next level, 8 for the one after that. So I've only got enough for 2 levels. You can also increase your damage by, of course, upgrading your strength or skill. Each of the weapons have their own stats. Sticking them in either of them is good. It's more damage. So as you can see, I'm just dumping off my blood echoes, because I'll likely die to fight a Gascoigne. When this game first came out, I went to the launch party actually. It was quite fun. It was down at Circular Quay in Sydney. At the old police museum, so it was really nice. It was done up in a gothic sort of style with the old sandstone building, so there were like plastic body parts, red spotlights. It was really done well. It was done by Kotaku, and it's just really nice. So we had that the day before the game came out. I'll add a photo in at the end if I can find one. Now it's always good to kill these guys, especially this guy, every time you pass through, because that's automatically 4 quicksilver billets, because you're going to use them. So every time, just if you're walking through, it takes you a moment just to kill them. There are 2 giants to your left, just avoid them. You can always walk around them. Now, if I was smart, I would have restocked my Molotov cocktails that I had in storage up to 10, but I wasn't. And yeah, so, and then of course if I wasn't overconfident, I would have gone down the ladder and up the other ladder, so that all these guys died. But I'm overconfident, which is of course my weakness. And it only hits 1, so I'm missing out on 400 extra blood echoes, and the fact I might get hit and die. And here we go, Father Gascoigne, one of the hardest fights in the game.
beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Father Gascoigne has 3 phases. First of all, he has his axe in short form. Then down a third of his health, he'll extend his axe, and his attacks will change slightly. And then in the last third, he'll move into a beast. The benefit of having a fast weapon is that you're going to be swinging faster than him because he's using that axe we started the game with. So down a third so he can extend his weapon. In this form he is easier to parry with your shotgun and get those visceral attacks.
To me. It's enough to make a man sick.
I missed it, but still. He's also very hard to heal because he'll shoot you with the gun and interrupt you. You gotta watch out for that. Not making it easy for me to heal. So you can always cheat by positioning yourself on the other side of the obstacles like this. Heal yourself up, and get back in the fight. Now that music box we got from the girl, this is where it's going to come in handy when he's in beast form and he's doing the most damage. So it plays a song that reminds him of his abandoned daughter and wife. Makes him remember it. If you're lucky, you can actually get behind his back and stun him. Instead, I'm going to get bashed up, beaten. So it was very handy that I got all that extra health and went leveled. And success due to a Molotov cocktail. A very tough fight. Many no death only runs and speed runs can be stopped straight away by Father Gascoigne. Now the little girl gave you the music box and mentioned that her mother went looking for Gascoigne and that she had a red jeweled brooch. So he's forgotten his humanity and turned into a beast and accidentally killed his wife. A sad story, because later in the series we'll go back to the little girl and we have the option of showing her the red jeweled brooch or not. There aren't many stories in the game, but that's at least one of them. In this world of sad people left out when the hunt's going on. Next episode we'll pick up at Auden Chapel. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Auden? It's going to be one of them. Well, I hope you subscribe, like, and watch more videos. There'll be more content coming in the next few days.